Hi everyone, this is just a quick tutorial on setting up and using OBS for live streams. I've been live streaming myself about a year and a half now, and quite often I'm asked about setting up a live stream, especially with OBS. A lot of people find OBS confusing, and initially when I first started using it, I was too very put off by how confusing it seemed. So this is going to be a quick tutorial showing you how to get it set up best. I mean, it may not be specifically the best for your computer. It's not going to be the best quality specifically because it depends on your computer. But this will get you going and get you live. So obviously the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to the OBS site. I will put the link in the description and download the latest version. You can select your operating system and then just download the installer and install it. Once it's installed, you can then open it, and you see I've already kind of got mine set up. First thing you want to do is go to your settings. Right, in general, obviously there's not really much you need to touch here, pretty much. Next is on your encoding. You want to make sure you're on X264 and make sure you've got use CBR and enable CBR padding ticked. Your bitrate, I say a good way to start is 1000. Now the bitrate you're going to be able to stream at is going to depend on your system and your internet speed, but 1000 is a good place to go from. If OBS starts complaining, dropping frames, then you'll know that you'll need to drop it down. Minimum I'll drop mine down is to 750. If you have no problems, then either you hit the nail on the head or you can increase it. The highest I've ever been able to stream is 2000 kilobytes per second. But if you're just starting off, go for 1000. Your audio codec, you want ACC, bitrate of 128, format 48 kilohertz, channel stereo. Next is your broadcast settings. Make sure you've got it set to live stream mode. Select your streaming service. This is what server you want to use. Now, for people in the UK, your best bet is to use the London servers. Obviously, if you live elsewhere, pretty much go for the one closest to you. Your stream key is what sends. Basically, this is how it knows where to send the live stream to. So if you go back to your Twitch page, go to your dashboard. It'll either be your username /dashboard, or you can just click here and go to dashboard. It'll take you to this screen. Click here on stream key. Obviously, bear in mind, anyone can use this key to live stream to your thing, so I'm not going to show you mine. Sorry about that, but no. Basically, what you want to do is click show key. Your live stream key will come up. You copy the entire thing. It's a very long key, and you paste it into this box. I've got mine set to auto reconnect. I think that's pretty much just personal preference. If your stream goes down for any reason, it will try and auto connect back. Could be if like your connection drops for a second, it will try and connect back to the live stream. But that's pretty much that screen done. Next is video. Your video adapter, it's going to pick your graphics card. If you have more than one graphics card, then obviously you'll be able to choose. Your resolution, I always say it's best to set your resolution to 1280 by 720, so you've got the aspect ratio of 16 by 9, which is what most video players will play at. Obviously, it's also a good resolution to stream at if your computer can handle it. If it can't, don't worry, you can use this to downscale it to certain percentages, but it will still have the 16 by 9 aspect ratio. So for example, if I cut it down by half, it's now 852 by 480, but it's still 16 by 9. I'm going to leave mine as 720. Filter, leave it as bilinear, the fastest. Your FPS, which is your frames per second. If you're on a low-end machine, you want to be looking at 25. If you've got a reasonable machine, 30. If you've got a beastie machine, by all means try 60. You can also try disabling aero to get slightly better performance if your computer is struggling, Mine doesn't struggle too much, and I hate having aero disabled, so I don't have that ticked. But if you do find it struggling, it might be worth giving this a try if you're using monitor capture. The other thing to bear in mind between the bitrate, your resolution, and your FPS is whilst your computer may be able to send, you may be able to stream at 5,000 kilobytes per second, 1080, 60 frames, you may have a very powerful computer and a very good internet. The other thing you've got to bear in mind is that your viewers may not have that good of a computer or that good an internet. You may be able to upload that high quality footage, but your viewers may not be able to download it quick enough and may end up with a lot of buffering. So just bearing in mind, try and keep your specs. I mean, I know obviously you want as best quality as you can get, but you need to make sure that your viewers are going to be able to view it as well. Because trust me, trying to watch a live stream that's at 1080, 60 frames a second and high kilobytes per second, a lot of people's internet are going to complain. That is a lot to download and keep up with. Next is audio. Your desktop audio device, you usually want to leave that as default. You can select what microphone you want to use. My microphone is currently plugged into my laptop, which I'm using to record this, but you can usually find your microphone here, and you can set that as a separate audio device. Next is hotkeys. If you want any hotkeys, so you can just press a button to start streaming, feel free to set them up. I prefer to just click the button on the actual thing. And then over in advanced, right, I have used multi-threaded optimization ticked, priority normal, allow other modifiers and hotkeys, don't think that matters. Your CPU presets, I keep mine at very fast. If you find your stream is struggling, you can try super fast. I probably won't go to ultra fast. At that point you're going to lose a lot of quality. Your encoding profile you want as main. Your keyframe interval for Twitch, you want that set as 2, and you want to use CFR. I don't think there's anything else you need to change. I believe on one of these pages there is actually now on OBS a button called Optimize. If I just change this to 0 and then click apply, and one of these screens, here you go. If OBS thinks something is not right, it will tell you. See, it's telling me set a keyframe interval of 2 seconds, and this button has appeared. I press that. If I go check, my keyframe interval is now 2. As far as I know, that never used to be on OBS. It's a recently new feature, but it is very helpful for people first setting this up. With that done, OBS should be set up pretty good to go. Obviously, when it comes to adding things to put on your live stream, one of the awesome things of OBS is you can press preview stream and a preview window will come up. You can adjust your audio levels here. Obviously, I've not got a microphone selected, so I can't adjust the microphone level, but I can adjust the desktop audio. This would be the audio going through basically my speakers. You can set that to however you want, so if you feel like something's coming through too loud from your computer, you can turn that down separately there. You can also go ahead and add a window capture, capture your entire monitor. You can add images by just browsing through. Apparently I've got nothing there. So for example, if I open that, it'll come up on screen there. And then I can right click on it, position and size fit to screen. Obviously that is if the image or video you're using is bigger than the resolution you're set to stream at. If you click edit scene, you can manually adjust it yourself. You hold shift, you break the aspect ratio of it so it doesn't stay boxed like that. See, if I'm not holding shift, I can't change the width or anything. Hold shift, you can. By holding alt, you can actually cut it down and cut it to just certain apart if that's what you need to do. And I believe there's a reset size, reset cropping, and then I'm just going to fit that back to screen. And then you can just untick when you're done and get rid of the red box. It's a very useful thing if you want to, say, add a chat box for your live stream, so you can see the chat box and you can put it on stream for other people to see. So if I go add window capture, I can select what window I want to capture. For this one, I want the LP Master 94 Twitch, and boom, there it is on the stream. You can also use window capture to add games that you're playing on your computer. So if I just quickly boot up recent game, for example Star Wars, if I alt tab out of it, I would recommend play in windowed mode if you are capturing all on the same computer. It makes things much easier in terms of capturing your game footage for the live stream. Like that, there you go. Okay, I don't think OBS likes this game. That's very weird. Tell you what, let's remove that. Yes, you can add it via game capture, I believe. Ah, that's what I did wrong. I do apologise. If you're capturing a game, use game capture. Like so. There you go. You can just see on the side of the screen that if I go to the menus, yep, there you go. And then obviously in OBS, you can edit the scene. It seems to be a little weird, but obviously you can edit down, make it bigger, crop it, and stuff like that. And then obviously, as you don't need stuff, you can just untick them and bring them back up. Now you can also add a video capture device, such as a webcam or certain capture cards. OBS is a little more limited on what capture cards it can use, but if you are using a capture card or a webcam, you can also tell it to use a different audio device. Such as if this was a capture card, I could tell it to use the capture card audio device, and then I can adjust the volume of that here too. So there you go, add that, and there I am. Obviously you'd need to adjust your webcam settings accordingly, because man is mine dark. But yeah, and then obviously you can just change things to how you need them to be, and set things up in your own way. Once you're done, stop preview, and then just start streaming, and it should go straight to your Twitch page for people to view. But anyway, I hope that helps you guys. If you do have any questions or I've not explained something properly, feel free to leave comments, and I will do my best to answer the questions for you. But for now, enjoy live streaming.